Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see by the construction behind me, we are heading into Japan's oldest temple. Over 1,400 years ago, this place was constructed. So let's head in. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from Osaka here in Japan. We are in the Osaka Prefecture in the city of Osaka in Japan. And today we're going to be visiting one of the most fantastically historically significant sites in all of Japan. We're about to head into Shitenno-ji, the oldest temple in all of Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's bright and early, so sorry if my voice sounds a little hoarse. We are here in Shitenno-ji, Japan's oldest Buddhist temple. It's crazy. This is a super historical site with lots to be seen, lots to be done. And actually in this video, we're going to be taking you a few really ancient sites within Osaka, because Osaka has some of the oldest structures in Japan and some of the oldest religious sites. It's very, very cool and very special to be here. It's regarded as the oldest Buddhist temple in all of Japan, and that's officially administered by Japan, the country itself. The government has administered it as the oldest one. This thing has been rebuilt and destroyed and rebuilt time and time again because it's so old. It's over 1,400 years old. So 1,400 years ago, this place began construction. But as you can see, for something this old, it needs to constantly be repaired and restructured and repaired. And so when we look all around us, there's just, there's walls and workers being put alongside here to build up and to tear down some stuff. And you can see there's just full-on construction happening right now. What we're standing in front of right now is a 5-story pagoda that's very prominent in a lot of these temples and shrines, but it's being completely covered right now by the scaffolding because it has to be repaired. The story about the actual construction of this place is by a prince called Prince Shotoku. The place was actually built up in the year 593 by Koreans. Actually, 3 Korean carpenters were brought here to construct this place. And so the oldest parts of the entire temple are the actual temple itself, but everything that we see around us here, the whole kind of plaza, was actually built up in 1963. So the thing has been added to and rebuilt and torn down and rebuilt and rebuilt. And so a lot of these temples, when you come to the complexes of them, you see that the actual squares that they're inside have a lot of things that are built around them over throughout the years. But from what we know, most of what's built around here was built in 1963. And so the name Shitenno-ji, Ji I think is kind of the suffix for a lot of these temples, these Buddhist temples. If you know, we've been to Senso-ji, Ji always ends up being kind of like the suffix for a temple. But the actual word Shitenno is a group of people. The Shitenno are believed to be a group of 4 heavenly kings. The temple that Prince Shotoku built back in the day was to honor these 4 kings. And this place had a bunch of different sites in it. If you can see around us, I'm kind of showing B-roll right now, but you'll see there's a bunch of sites here. Back in the day, there was a garden, a hospital, a well, a market. There still is a market, and that's actually what we're going to visit right after this. And yeah, it's a huge complex, and it's super cool to be visiting Japan's oldest Buddhist temple. As you guys can see in that hallway behind me, there's actually 2 massive golden Buddhas. 2 of them, one sitting, one standing. Very cool, all made out of gold. But you're not allowed actually to film, video, or take pictures in there. But it's very, very cool inside of those halls. Alright guys, so we're fairly certain that what we're about to walk into, this structure right in front of us, is the main temple here in Shitenno-ji. This is the old Mama Jamma, this is the old one. There's actually a prayer service going on right now, so we're not going to enter. I don't want to, ruin it or anything. That's been kind of me and Moshe's main dialogue here in Japan, has been like, we don't practice these religions, so there's a certain extent of where we don't enter and stuff that we don't do. We will show respect wherever we can show respect, but we don't do any of the bowing or the clapping or the praying or any of that, just because we are not a part of that religion, and I feel more disrespectful trying to engage in something like that than to not. But yeah, that's why we're not heading in there right now, but it does look very cool on the inside. And this, guys, is the inside of the pagoda. This is what the bottom level looks like. Because you can see there's kind of a golden cutout of a pagoda here. And it kind of looks like offerings, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. As you can see on the walls here, there's amazing depictions of things that I don't understand. But we are leaving Shitenno-ji right now. We're about to head out through the gate right there. There's actually like 4 of these around the temple, but this is kind of the main one. And we are going to head off to the market, Shitenno-ji flea market. And it's apparently an antique market where people are selling antiques. So I'm very excited to show you guys that, but there's a very good chance that people will tell me not to film anything. So I'm not sure how much camera work we're able to get done there. But if we buy some cool goodies, I'm excited to show you what we get, because this is actually our last full day in Japan. That's what we're doing today. So it is very sad. But I think we should go out with a bang by visiting the oldest temple in the entirety of the country. It's very cool to be here. Okay guys, so we jumped off to this area in Osaka. We're actually going to show you something real quick before we jump off to our next location. Flea market was closed. I'm an idiot, but check this out. It's a Hello Kitty parking lot. Even all the little parking light signs are Hello Kitties. Look at this. It's an entire parking space of just Hello. That's an only in Japan thing. You're not going to find that anywhere else in the world. Now the only thing better than this would either be a Gudetama parking lot or a Pokemon parking lot. I'm positive they have one somewhere in Japan. They must. But that is such a cool thing. All right, now let's bounce to a clip of Tal explaining what just happened. We are now going to head off to the Osaka Castle. So let's jump over there right now. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have now jumped to the site of the Osaka Castle. This is a giant castle in the middle of Osaka. We're actually meeting a friend from New York, a longtime YouTube friend, John Barr. He's here with his girlfriend in Japan, and so we're about to meet up with them in the middle of this castle. We're just about to head through the gates to enter the site of it, and it's massive. There it is, guys. That's how large this freaking place is. There's like a perimeter around this moat, around another perimeter to get all the way there. This thing is crazy. We have to find John in here somewhere. Where are you, John? Guys, look who I found. Hi. This is the famous John Barr and his girlfriend Adriana.
Hi guys.
How's Japan treating you guys?
Amazing.
Yeah?
It's good, man. Honestly, I've been looking forward to meeting you more than a lot of other things on this trip, so we finally met in person, so it's going to be a fun day, I think.
It's been a while. We've been talking for over a year online now, and kind of commenting on each other's videos, but luckily we're going to have time to do some adventures while we're here together in Osaka, so it'll be fun. And our first one is this epic castle, which is going to be very cool to explore. So let's head on in. So guys, it's about $6 or $5 to enter the castle. You just get your ticket from the friendly ticket machine over there. We've all got it. We're about to head in right now. It looks epic. Arigatou gozaimasu. Guys, I'm recording this. Hopefully no one can see me, but we're not allowed to film in here, so I won't be filming. All right, guys.
Don't jump.
We just climbed like 8 floors. It wasn't too bad, right?
No, I mean, it was manageable. I think it's worth it for this view, though.
Yeah, now we got an amazing view of Osaka. Look at that. Look at that golden fish right there. Alright guys, so a brief history about this castle. So the Osaka Castle has a lot of mixed kind of information on its history and reconstruction, construction. Like similar to other Japanese structures and castles, this thing has been rebuilt time and time again. Similar to the Nagoya Castle, Hiroshima Castle, Kyoto Castle. Just because of all the natural disasters that go through Japan and the different wars and civil wars that were fought here, things get destroyed over time. So the initial construction of this place began in 1583, and it was actually commenced over the top of another temple. They wanted to build a castle essentially that mirrored another castle that made it look nice, but this one was to be like really empowered and kind of standing on a tall hill. And so that's kind of the incredible size and dynamic that it gives. It's kind of towering over. When you go up to the top, you see this incredible view of Osaka. You have kind of a 360 panorama around the top. It's really unlike anything else in Japan. I think it's definitely worth a trip out because of the cheap price. It's only $5 to go to the top of it, and there's a crazy museum going all the way through the different floors with some really cool different kind of art pieces and galleries and history and information and stuff. It's definitely worth a trip out here. Very cool indeed. Do we have an agreement from the crew? Big ol' thumbs up. So I'm an idiot and I forgot to end this vlog, but we're going to talk over some footage of Osaka. It was sick hanging out with John and Adriana. Make sure you check their channel down in the description below. Here be Bar. It was so much fun hanging out. Make sure you check out the Air Osaka Hostel for sponsoring this video and hosting us up while we were here in Osaka. You can also check out thetravelingcloud.com if you want to buy some merchandise like a shirt or a hoodie and support this channel. And make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single video from this channel. We're going to hit you with the Japanese word of the day today, which is going to be shiro, which means castle. And I thought since this video is ending a little bit short, we might give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what the next video is going to look like. So here, take a look while we go on a beautiful Osakan night food tour. Alright guys, we're hitting up a sushi place next. Let's celebrate with some sake drinks.
It's the Japanese potato salad, lots of mayonnaise.
Potato salad. Japanese potato salad. There we go. These are actually very small, they're nice. That's the best takoyaki I've had.
Why is that so much better?
I don't know.
I love you long time, Clats. Goodbye.